Hello, beautiful people. Today I want to quickly share with you what they don't tell you about starting a business. And so the first thing they don't tell you is that it's going to cost 5 to 10 times more than what you thought or what you have. And so it's very vital to have a lot of money saved up and to have a strategy, a financial strategy before you start, because it's going to cost way more than what you're thinking. Another thing, or the second thing they don't tell you, is that you will work your butt off. You will work yourself. You will work yourself hard. And you have to be careful not to work yourself into the ground. And so I remember when I first started my own publishing company in 1998. And so I had no idea that I would go into my office at 7 in the morning, and sometime I would be there till 1 in the morning. And this happened a lot. This was like 4 to 5 days a week I was in the office. And also, you have no days off. You won't have any days off. They don't tell you that because when you first start a business, like I said, unless you have tons and tons of money, you're going to be out there by yourself. If you're an entrepreneur, you're going to be by yourself. If you have family to help you, that's great. And so the more people, the more support you have, the better. But the thing of it is a lot of people don't want to support a new idea because they don't know if it's going to take off or not. And they don't want to be associated with something that's not successful. So yeah, you will work hard. It's hard. The work that's involved, the time, the hours, is 40 hours a week. That would be a huge blessing to only have to work 40 hours a week when you have your own business. So basically, you'll probably work, small business owners work upwards of 100 hours a week. Okay, the other thing that they don't tell you is that good workers are hard to find. And so when I had my publishing company, I needed salespeople, I needed front office receptionists, I needed these type of people to help me run my office, my publishing company, and it was hard to find good people. I had people ripping me off. I had people telling me they were out selling, advertising for my magazines when they had another job, and I didn't even know they were at the other job. And so basically, they were trying to get me to pay them while they're working another job, not even working for my company. And so good workers are very hard to find. They're very hard to find. Another thing they don't tell you is that there's gobs and gobs of paperwork. There's lots of taxes that have to be filed. And so our government, depends on where you live. I live here in Nevada, and it's supposed to be one of the easiest places to start a business. But over the last decade or two, it has gotten more and more difficult. The taxes that they try to make you pay is just crazy. I mean, for instance, not only do you pay taxes on things you purchase, but that are in your business that's just sitting there and you're using. Say, for instance, you bought a printer. You paid taxes when you bought the printer. Well, now you have to pay the taxes to keep the printer. Isn't that crazy? And so there's lots and lots of taxes, gobs of paperwork with your employees, especially once you get employees, the paperwork. And then to start your business, there's tons of paperwork that you have to file. Your business license, if you're going to become a corporation or not, you have to file your initial tax paperwork. You got to do your DBA, which is your doing business as. There's just so much paperwork. There's always something. And then if you're going to get a storefront, that right there, that's a whole nother section of just tons and tons of paperwork. Also, what they don't tell you is that having your own business is like a roller coaster ride. It comes with plenty highs and plenty lows. Plenty highs and plenty lows, and it's just like, it's tough having your own business. It takes a special type of person to want to run their own business. A lot of people want to do it because of the opportunities there. And so just briefly, I want to share with you some of the benefits of running your own business. It's very honorable. It's very rewarding. You will meet lots of kind people. Oh man, I can't name all the people. I can't tell you how many people I met, and just wonderful, outstanding people, business people in the community, even politicians. Oh man, I met some wonderful people, including the mayor where I live at. And he's not the mayor anymore, but at the time, just a very kind person, supportive. And so I just met a lot of great business people, even business people with tons of money that ran big companies here where I live, including the MGM. I just met some wonderful, wonderful people. Okay, the other thing is that it can really pay off if you are in a trending industry and if you have money to stay afloat until your business can take off. And so I was told that I have a business degree. I have a college degree in business, but I also went to this business. I don't know if it was a business networking thing, but it was helping people get their business started. And they told us that it would only take a year or 2 or 3 to get your business off the ground. That's not true. Most businesses take 5 to 10 years to get off the ground. And so I'm talking about where you are able to pay yourself. And so a lot of businesses, that's the other thing I forgot to say, is a lot of small businesses that start off, the business owner, you won't be able to pay yourself. You'll be able to pay your employees, but you yourself won't be able to get paid. And so that's the way it was when I first started my publishing company. All of my revenues that I brought in, all my income, it went to pay my employees. I personally didn't receive a paycheck. The way I was able to stay afloat was from my advertising dollars that I sold, but also my husband had a well-paying job that helped me to invest in my business. So you'll need lots of money to stay afloat, and it takes a while. It's going to take longer. Like I said, it's going to take longer than you think. And so, but anyway, if you're in the right industry, if you're in the trending industry and you know what you're doing and you have some money, some support, there's a huge possibility that you could take off. And some businesses that flip overnight, that's because they're in the right type of industry. And so if you're in the right type of industry and you have a lot of good things going for you, like good health, and you have some support maybe of your family and friends, that type of thing, then you'll be able to last longer. That's what they don't tell you about starting a business. In general, in the United States, it's easier to start a business than it is around the world. But especially now since the pandemic, it's harder to get going, to stay afloat. Like I said, unless you're very lucky or very blessed to get into an industry that's very trending and that's very needy, like necessary. And so, for instance, like Uber, when Uber first started, it had to be very needed or they wouldn't be so big and worldwide, even though they're facing some downside now. Pretty much almost all businesses are. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you, what they don't tell you about starting a business. If you have any comments or questions or your experiences, let me know. Please share them below. Thank you. Chat with you later. Bye.